I'm going back to put more emphasis on black supremacy. That's specific. It's not just any type of nation. It's not a nation of just niggas coming together, coming up. It's not a come-up nation like that. I'm talking about a black supremacy, a nation under black supremacy, not capitalism, not just economic growth and development nation, but a black supremacy nation. But if you put the emphasis on black supremacy, which is the sovereignty, which is the cornerstone, which is the fundamental basis, then the nation is coming automatically. You ain't got to focus on nationalism. Black supremacy automatically begins to set up nationhood. There is no nation without black supremacy. There will be no black nation. There will only be small corporate entities, institutions, fraternities, sororities, cliques of men that call themselves nations, that are not sovereign or independent, but are dependent and in alliance with the larger European beast. Why? Because the concepts of their nationalism do not reflect black power or black supremacy. Give you an example. In ancient Africa, there were pharaohs. There were kings. Even if we don't even go ancient, if we go to the 1800s, go further back and look at Shaka Zulu, we find kings. Even if we go back even as far as back to Selassie, and that ain't too far. Even up to now, I'm not going to take people past to a history they don't understand. Look at His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. Look at Menelik. You had black kings that represented the power of the people, that recognized the divinity of themselves as a people, so they could stand one among them who represented that power. Today we have democracies. We have anarchy. We have neocolonialism. We have democratic institutions that allow white people to interface with them for economic purposes. That doesn't represent black power. There is no nation without a sovereign. And the sovereign in these nations is materialism and capitalism. That's the only sovereign in these nations that these individuals have set up. Money is the sovereign, because that is the priority. And if you got the money and you with the money cliques, then you take on the sovereignty of the cliques. That ain't no black nation. Even though it's black people in them. Even though they're composed of black people. That's not a black nation. That's not a black nation. So when you go back to the ancient societies, we didn't have democracies of people that just come together to get resources together and vote on this, that, and the other. There was only one goal and one aim. Black supremacy. That was the focus. Black is power. That was the focus. Black authority. That was the focus. That's different from what we have here today. We may build greater economic institutions, but we don't recognize ourselves as a powerful force to be reckoned with or respected, because we do not have the respect for one another. So while we get our little money, the European keeps taking us down, because the basis of what we're doing is not seeing the black man standing up, but to see the economy standing up, to see a dollar bill stand up, to see sales go up. Do you see what I'm saying? When is the focus of actually being able to stomach the black man standing up? You got black organizations that came to be about black nation building and black culture and this, that, and other, but they have let white people into their institutions. And when a brother come and talk about pure black supremacy and that the white man is the devil, they have a problem with that brother. Because that means there's not going to be no white people in there. That white people are not going to benefit from that. Because you can have democracies with white people. That's a fact. You can have relationships